Hey everyone, and welcome back. I hope you all had a happy new year. I hope you guys had fun. So today's video, I'm going to be showing you 5 super cute Dollar Tree Valentine's Day gift ideas. So I went into Dollar Tree and I wanted to see what I could find that I could make for gifts. So I got this Cricut. As you guys know, I just got that for Christmas. So I wanted to make some cute gifts this year for Valentine's Day. And let me just tell you, Dollar Tree is like the best place to go and buy your blanks for your Cricut. So I was blown away by all the things that I could make. So in this video, I'm gonna show you my first 5, and then my next video, I've got 4 or 5 more. I can't remember, I lost count. So before we get into this, I do talk about this later in the video, but I did wanna talk about this Mod Podge that I've been using. This is the Dishwasher Safe Gloss Mod Podge, and this is what I have been sealing pretty much everything with that I've been making with my Cricut. Wine glasses, coffee cups, you name it. Didn't show myself doing this in the video, but I did end up sealing all of my items with this, and I just thought I would show you guys this. I got it from Hobby Lobby, and I want to say it was like, what, $8, and then you can use your 40% off coupon. So this stuff works really great. I will say it works better on some surfaces than others. On the glass surfaces, like the see-through, like the wine glasses, you can kind of see the brush strokes. I wasn't too happy with that, but with the mugs, like those, you can't see the strokes at all. So you just want to be careful with this if you use it like on glass, because you can kind of see the brush strokes. I think I might have used a little bit too much, so next time I will do a little bit lighter of a hand and see how that works out. So, all right, let's get into these. All right, for this first one, I'm taking this cute little mirror from Dollar Tree, and I'm just gonna keep it white. I like it the white color. And at first, I'm gonna take a little bit of rubbing alcohol and wipe it down so that the vinyl will stick to it easier. And now I'm going into my Cricut design space and starting a new project. And this one, I'm making a little template or shape in the shape of the little mirror, and then adjusting the size so that it is the correct size. And the reason I like to do this is just so when you add the letters in, you can really see how it's going to look on there. And then I, of course, like to change the color as well. So I'm just going to change it to white since the frame is white, and it'll look more like the actual product I'm using. And then I'm going to go into upload and upload an image, and this one I made on Canva. I didn't go through showing you guys how I made each and every one because it kind of got a little repetitive. So this is the image that I made on Canva. I just did the letters and then added that little arrow, and I'm just going to hit simple and then go ahead and hit next, and I'm just going to keep it like that, save it as a cut file. And then you're going to save that and then go ahead and upload that to your canvas. So now I'm going to move it around and get it to the spot that I like it and that it looks right. And you don't have to worry about having it completely centered on this because you're just going to delete that template anyways because you don't need that. So yeah, I don't even know why I aligned it. Totally not necessary. But so once you get it to the size you want, you can go ahead and delete that template and then continue, and you can get it all sorted out on your mat. So I like to do this first to see how big, or like how much vinyl I actually need, just to get an idea. And then I'm going to get my black vinyl and get it attached to my mat. I'm just using my standard Cricut mat. Well, actually, it's not a Cricut mat. It's one I got off Amazon, and it is really awesome. I will put them in the description box below. I found it was like 3 of them for $12, so I thought that was a really good deal. And then once this is all finished cutting, you're going to start weeding. And now I went to Dollar Tree a few days ago and I picked up some of this contact paper because I've heard that this works great as transfer paper. Well, it didn't work the best for me. For some reason, it wasn't sticking to the contact paper very well. So since these letters were they were kind of stuck together, or they were all kind of grouped together, so I was able to get them onto the contact paper eventually, but I was kind of disappointed that it didn't work as well as everyone was saying. Was I doing something wrong? If you guys have any tips, please let me know, because yeah, it was not sticking to it very well. But I will say that when I did go ahead to, like when I went to attach it to the mirror, it came off perfectly. So I was very happy with how that turned out. All right, for this next one, I'm using this little red mug from Dollar Tree. This was like my lucky day because it was the last red mug that was there. I figured if I couldn't find red, I would have used white, but I'm so thankful that I found a red one. And I'm going to use some white vinyl for this design. So I'm just adding it to my Cricut mat. Now on this one, I had this font and I actually had it all printed out or cut out on my Cricut, and the lettering was way too thin and it wasn't coming off very well. So I decided to go back into my Canva and I'm going to change the font. So it's a little bit thicker and a little bit easier to work with. So I'm just kind of going through and seeing which font would look best. I just love how the really skinny letters look, but I'm a newbie, so I'm still having problems with getting them like weeded and getting them just to transfer to the material, to the mug. So I found this font, and this one is a little bit thicker, and I thought it was really pretty as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and make this a little bit bigger, and then what you could do on Canva is you go up to download and then you hit transparent background, and then you don't need to do anything. So when you go into your Cricut design space, all you have to do is upload that image from your computer, and it's already there and it's transparent, so you don't need to go in and delete any of the background or anything. So now I'm going to upload, well, I'm going to save it as a cut image and then upload this to my canvas and then resize it to the size of the mug. So I will say I was using one of the little templates, the mug templates, and that mug was really small. So I probably won't use that in the future, but I just kind of wanted to see how it was going to look on there. So I did measure my mug and then I went by that size to figure out how big I needed the lettering to be. So then once you get it to the size you want, you can go in and get it ready to cut. Now that that's all done, I like to take my little cutter. This little cutter is from Dollar Tree. This thing is so handy, and I just like to cut around the spot, like the piece that I used, so then I can save this other vinyl and not let it go to waste or anything. And now it's just time to start weeding. This one was kind of hard to see because it was like all white. So yeah, once you get that all weeded out, you can use your transfer tape, and I am using the Cricut transfer tape for this one since the other one didn't work very well for me, unfortunately. So I'm just gonna use this, and like I said in my last video, I like to put it on my pants a few times because otherwise this tape is so sticky, and you want to make it so it's not as sticky because otherwise you have a hard time peeling it off of the material. So once you get that all ready, I'm gonna add it to the little mug. I do sometimes like to put little cuts in it just so that it'll lay a little flatter since this isn't a flat surface. And then once you get it laid out where you want, you're gonna scrape it down a little bit so that you make sure it's not gonna come off when you start peeling off that transfer tape. All right, next we're going to be doing a little wine glass from Dollar Tree. So I'm just removing the sticker on the bottom. If you just scrape it a little bit and add a little rubbing alcohol, that works wonders. And I'm going to go ahead and wipe off the entire glass with the rubbing alcohol. I'm not exactly sure where I'm going to put the vinyl, so I just want to make sure that the whole thing is clean. And then you're going to attach your red vinyl to the mat and then get to cutting. Now I also made this little saying on Canva as well. I just did wine is my Valentine and then added those little hearts, and I'm going to add it into the Cricut design space, and I it doesn't matter what color everything is on here. I'm gonna end up using all of like the just red for that. But if you wanted to change the color, you would have to go in and slice the hearts off or the letters, like whatever you wanted to change the color. So, but in my case, I'm just going to be using all red. So you're just going to get it to the size that you want it. And right now I'm measuring my wine glass to see how much space I have on the actual glass. And then once you get it to the size you want, I'm going to go up and change the color to red just because that's how I am and I just want it to look like it's going to look. So once you get it to your size, go up to make it and then it is all ready to go. All right, this next one, we're making a little Hershey Kisses chocolate jar, and I'm just doing the drill, wiping it down with rubbing alcohol. And this is where I've started to store my like extra pieces of vinyl in this little notebook. So I'm picking out a little black piece because I'm going to be using black and red, and I'll show you guys how I made that in a second. So I'm just getting the black vinyl all set. So now I'm actually in my Cricut design space under images, and I looked up kisses. And I wasn't really sure what I wanted it to say, but I did find this really cute little image that said kisses 25 cents, and that was just perfect. So I'm going to go add this into my canvas and get ready to cut. So the cool thing about finding these images and projects in your Cricut design space is that you don't have to do anything to it. You literally size it to how you want it and then hit make it, and it already has everything sorted out for you. So all I had to do was get my vinyl ready on the mat and hit cut, and it was ready to go. Now once you have that all weeded and onto the transfer tape, you're going to put it right onto the jar and make sure you scrape it down a bit so that it won't go anywhere, and then peel that off. And then when I went to do the little red hearts, I decided not to even use transfer tape for these because there was only 4 of them, and I just decided to use my little weeder to just kind of attach the hearts right on there. So it worked a lot easier this way. Now I'm going to take these 3 little bags that I picked up from Dollar Tree. I just grabbed one in each color. I figured these were all Valentine's Day colors, and you're just going to add these into the jar. And I probably could have used one other bag because it didn't completely fill it to the top, but I thought this was fine anyways. And then now I'm going to take some of this cute little red twine that I had bought for some of my Christmas DIYs, and I'm going to tie a cute little bow around this, and then that is it for this one. I think this one turned out super cute. This would be great for a teacher or anyone maybe that has an office job. They could set this on their desk. Next up, we are doing a cute little travel cup, and I was going to do a stainless steel one, but then I found this red one from Dollar Tree, and I thought this one would look really cute too. It is plastic, so I don't know. I don't know that I would put it in the dishwasher or anything, but so for this one, I'm going over to Canva, and I'm going to type in "You Warm My Heart." So I'm just going to type it out, and then I go up to the fonts and then choose a font that I like. And then I go over to graphics and you can type in whatever you want. I just put in hearts. I love Canva. They have such a great selection. So I was going to do these little hearts at the bottom, but then I decided I didn't love how that looked. So then I went back and I actually saw that little arrow with the heart in the middle, and I decided to use that instead. So I got rid of those other hearts and then added the other one. And then once you have it how you like it, you just go over to download and make sure you hit that transparent background and then download. And then that way when you upload it to the design space, you don't have to do anything. You just upload it and it is ready to go. So you guys know the drill. I'm just gonna do it as simple and then make sure it is a save as cut image and then add it to your canvas. Now this one I had tried using on a white vinyl, and for some reason, I don't know, this vinyl was not working right, so I had to go back in and recut it because I wasn't able to weed it for some reason. So I went back in with this silver vinyl and I thought that this one turned out really pretty as well. So once I got this all weeded, I just attached it to the cup. And I will say for all of these, I ended up going in with the Mod Podge, the dishwasher safe Mod Podge, and that's how I sealed all of these, pretty much everything I made in this video, because just in case you put it in the dishwasher, I probably won't, I'll probably just hand wash, but I like to seal everything with that Mod Podge. All right, you guys, thank you all so much for watching. As always, let me know down in the comments which one was your favorite and which ones do you guys plan on making. I hope you have a great day and we'll see you next time. Bye.